Hello everyone, I'm Aratrika Bhaumik and welcome to LiveLaw. Refusing interim relief to a 25-year-old unmarried woman seeking termination of her pregnancy of 23 weeks and 5 days, the Delhi High Court in an order released today observed that an unmarried woman whose pregnancy arises out of a consensual relationship, it's clearly not permitted to terminate pregnancy older than 20 weeks under any of the clauses of the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Rules 2003. The woman had approached the High Court seeking termination of her pregnancy by stating that although her pregnancy arose out of a consensual relationship, she could not give birth to the child as she was an unmarried woman and her partner had refused to marry her. She had also stated that giving birth out of wedlock would lead to her ostracization and would cause her mental agony. So what does the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Rules 2003 specify? The rules as amended in 2021 provides the categories of women whose pregnancy above the age of 20 weeks can be lawfully terminated. Rule 3B permits only certain categories of women to seek termination of a pregnancy between 20 to 24 weeks, such as survivors of sexual assault or rape, women with physical disabilities, change of marital status during the ongoing pregnancy such as widowhood and divorce, women carrying child with fetal malformation that has substantial risk of being incompatible with life, and other such categories. Now, what were the arguments that were put forward by the petitioner? The woman had challenged this particular provision, that is Rule 3B of the 2003 rules, for being violative of Article 14 of the Constitution of India inasmuch as it excludes unmarried women. It was further argued that her case is covered by Section 3, Subsection 2, Clause B of the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971, according to which a pregnancy between 20 to 24 weeks can be terminated if two doctors are of the opinion that continuance of the pregnancy would involve a risk to the life of the pregnant woman or of grave injury to her physical or mental health. It was also pointed out to the court that had the petitioner been a widow or a divorcee, she would not even have to take permission from the court. Referring to the 2021 amendment to the Act, the counsel for the petitioner submitted that the word husband in the Act had been substituted with partner, and thus the legislative intent was to cover unmarried women as well. However, the court refused to uphold any of these contentions. A bench comprising Chief Justice Satish Chandra Sharma and Justice Subramaniam Prasad refused to grant any interim relief by underscoring that Section 3, Subsection 2, Clause B of the Act is applicable only to those women who are covered under the 2003 rules. Since the petitioner is an unmarried woman and her pregnancy arises out of a consensual relationship, she is not covered by any of the clauses under the 2003 rules, and thus Section 3, Subsection 2, Clause B will not be applicable to the facts of the present case. The court, however, kept the petition pending and issued notice to Delhi's Health and Family Welfare Department, directing it to file its response by August 26th to the prayer in the petition seeking inclusion of unmarried women within the ambit of Rule 3B of the 2003 rules for termination of pregnancy under Section 3, Subsection 2, Clause B of the Act for a period of up to 24 weeks. While hearing the petition yesterday, the judges had remarked that termination of pregnancy at this stage will virtually amount to killing the child. The bench had also suggested to the woman that since she had already passed significant period of the pregnancy duration, she should just consider giving the child up for adoption. Furthermore, the judges had also tried to assuage the concerns of the woman by stating that they were not forcing the woman to raise the child and that everything would be looked after by the concerned hospital, and all she had to do was deliver the child and come back. Let us know what your thoughts are about this judgment in the comments below. Thank you. Keep watching LiveLaw for more updates.